Hey, but like carnival, hey, what's the matter? Whoa,
2003. Arizona Ice Stop Boys. Young Lindu Shouty.
Emotional Boys 2001.
Emotional Shouty seen this bitch. Machiavelli. Bitches come and go, bruh. But you know I stay. Bitches come and go, bruh. But you know I stay. Get my balls licked by a Zoe Deschanel. Looking like a cocaine addict. Razor blade to your head, conflict. I'ma contradict this shit. Peeing on old people's houses is an inflict. 2003 shit, this ain't no splitting bill shit. I'ma peel banana skips while listening to R. Kelly's greatest hits.
We are gathered here on this chilly night of April 19, 2024 to celebrate the life of my beloved childhood dog, Dakota Dallas Cam. Also known as the Big D, Dakota Girl, the Queen of O-Block, Dak, Dakota, and Dak Attack. Dakota was always an anxious dog. My mom had no idea what she was getting us into when she adopted her. Dakota was put up for adoption on Facebook Marketplace as a healthy 3-month-old German Shepherd Lab mix. But she was a lot more than that. We adopted Dakota from a rundown house on the south side of Dallas, Texas. If you know, you know. Her owners complained that she never came out from underneath the couch and was scared of everything. After adopting her, we quickly realized that she was never received any affection from a human. She was extremely neglected and an anxious mess. I specifically remember the day we brought her home. She immediately hid under the dining room table and shook violently as my mom reached out her hand holding a piece of lunch meat for her. She was so scared she couldn't even sniff it. And it took months of walks around playgrounds, trips to Home Depot, and about 1,000, oh my God, your dog is so cute, can I pet it? Until she finally warmed up to humans. I have another memory of a time we were crate training her, so my aunt and I came home to let her out because for some reason my parents couldn't. And Dakota was so scared of my aunt, a woman with 6 rescue dogs, 4 cats, 3 lizards, a snake, and a number of assorted fish, and volunteers for a charity that specializes in saving endangered marine life, that she let out her anal gland, her fucking anal gland. It smelled like fucking rotten fish in my parents' bedroom.
Butters did that a couple weeks ago. Sorry.
Okay, yeah. Anal gland. It smelled like rotten fish in my parents' bedroom for days. As a puppy, Dakota only liked a few things. My mother, going to my grandma's house to chase rabbits, lunch meat, Simon, who was my other childhood dog, toys with squeakers in them, and scrambled eggs. She had a much longer list of things she didn't like, which include, but are not limited to, riding in the car, my cousin's dog Charlie, thunderstorms, rain, our old dog we had to rehome named Luna, sirens, our current dog named Layla, shirtless men, cats, my animal loving aunt, big open spaces, pooping in front of a group of people, large bodies of water, the vet, little kids, and other female dogs. I think the only thing she hated more than other girl dogs was the vet. As a puppy, Dakota got stuck in between the bars of our big metal gate and dislocated her hip. We rushed her to the vet and they popped it.
I love Kylie.
I love Kylie.
Shout out Kylie.
Shout out Kylie.
BJ.
Oh, and popped it back into place. Oh, fuck. A week later, she dislocated again while jumping on my dad. We took her back to the vet and they put a titanium pin inside of her hip bone to keep it from popping back out. 2 days later, she snapped the titanium in half outside playing. We rushed her back to the vet and they offered their latch ditch effort, completely severing the ball part of her hip bone. When you do this, the bone over time regenerates itself and cements itself back in the socket. So it's a permanent solution. But for the first month or so, your dog is kind of jello because they can't move their hips. We accepted it and Dakota went in emergency surgery. We think because of how poorly bred she was, that she had a lot of physical and mental issues. From her lifetime struggle with arthritis, issues with her hip, debilitating anxiety, and random aggressive outbursts, she was a wreck. Most families would have given up on her, but we didn't. In 4th grade, after settling in Oklahoma, my other childhood dog, Simon, passed away. Leaving Dakota
I think that was 5th grade. I was there.
Okay. Leaving Dakota as the last dog in the house. My mom got a new dog, Luna, from these hillbilly crackheads that lived in a farm in Durant. We brought her home, and eventually everything was fine for the first few months. The thing about Luna was that she was half German Shepherd, half Timber Wolf. A wild wolf had an oops litter with the previous owner's German Shepherd. so Luna was crazy and fucking strong. After 2 weeks of Dakota and Luna coexisting, they got into a crazy fight. These fights would happen every time they interacted because of this, we had to separate the dogs and find Luna a new home. After that, we were back to the drawing board. About a year later, we got Layla. At this point, we had no idea Dakota hated other girl dogs. We just thought Dakota hated Luna because she was fucking annoying and crazy. We got her from a trusted breeder, so it was ensured that she wasn't going to be crazy. After 6 months of Dakota and Layla coexisting, everything was relatively fine until one day they were playing outside like normal and got into a huge fight, causing Layla to dislocate her hip bone just like Dakota did. Layla made a speedy recovery and luckily didn't have as many issues as Dakota had, but this event led to more fights and eventual separation. Eventually we got Tex, who was a boy, and he and Dakota had never had any issues, which made us realize Dakota just hated other girl dogs. Dakota didn't have a sad life when she was separated. If anything, she was liked them more. She never really loved other dogs. Fuck. Oh my god. Plus, more separation equals more one-on-one time with my mom. With absolutely zero distractions from other dogs. To Dakota, this was heaven. I can remember walking into my parents' room multiple times and seeing Dakota laying on her back on my parents' bed, feet in the air, mouth open, completely asleep. My mom always had this joke that Dakota's dream was to run off into a secluded forest with her and live in a cottage far away from civilization, together for all of eternity. I think that describes Dakota's relationship with my mom perfectly. To Dakota, my mom was the most important thing in the world. She would follow my mom around the house, wait at the door to the garage so she could see my mom every time she went inside for something. I would bring her upstairs to sleep with me, and she would sneak away back downstairs to fall asleep in front of my parents' door. The day she was put down, my mom took her to the vet all by herself. It is what Dakota would have wanted. She loved me and my dad, but not like she loved my mom. Dakota was never an angry or aggressive dog. She was just severely neglected as a child. She didn't know what love was until we adopted her. To Dakota, pretty much any other person that wasn't my family was a fucking serial killer seconds away from finally attacking us. She didn't know any better. On the inside, Dakota was just a scared little puppy. In the last few months before her death, she had started going senile. One night during a storm, her and Layla got into a fight, and she bit my dad while he was breaking it up, and he had to get stitches. Her biting my neighbor's kid was just the straw that broke the camel's back. It was either heavily medicating her she's basically sedated 24/7 and gaining so much weight that she died that way, or putting her down before her condition got any worse than it already was. Her anxiety was only getting worse, and I don't want to end this speech on a sad note. Dakota was an amazing dog. Crazy, yes. Unstable, yes. But at the end of the day, she meant well, and we loved her. She was just a special case. That's why I made a speech and a memorial. I don't think I believe in heaven, but I like to believe she's somewhere in some kind of afterlife, sitting on her dog bed, surrounded by squeaker toys, eating a plate of scrambled eggs, away from any other dog. That is what she would have wanted. I also really hope she knows how much I love her.
That was really beautiful.
Yay!
Rest in peace, our girl Dakota.
All right.
I almost cried there at the end.